They're the #1 team in the country. They've won 14 straight. Danny Hurley, the head coach of the UConn Huskies. And, Coach, given what I just said about those numbers, that 1 and that 14-game winning streak, I trust I'm getting you in a good headspace, right? Everything's good?
Yeah, I mean, as good as it could be for me. With the way that the group has done, man, it's hard to not feel great about where we're at.
Yeah, about that. I'm reading an article on NJ.com today, and I'm paraphrasing here, but you said if you're satisfied with what you accomplished 2 days ago or even yesterday, you'll get knocked on your ass. I totally get that, but I watched what you did a couple days ago against Marquette, and that's a really good team, and you knocked them on their ass, all due respect. From your vantage point, what was the most satisfying thing about that performance? Because I don't know if I've seen anybody, Dan, play any better than you guys did Saturday.
You know, they were the regular season champs last year and the Big East tournament champs, so it was a chance for us to to make a statement. But then you got to flip the script quickly here and get ready for that the next train that's coming down the tracks. And for us, that's Creighton, tomorrow night in a big time showdown on the road for us.
What's your message been to your guys about wearing a target, right? You come in, you're the reigning champs. I'm big on not defending. No one can take what you earn, but you're reigning. And now you're a 1, and you've got this number next to you, winning streak. You invite, it's a bullseye, but that's a privilege, isn't it? I just wonder what the message you've had with your guys all year about what that is.
Yeah, I think, for us, we didn't want to, look at this season as being defensive. We wanted to to kind of reign more like champions would in terms of the quality of how we would play during the course of the year. Our mindset is somebody's have to kill us to take that #1 ranking from us. I mean, they're going to have to play so well that they could rip that ranking out of our dead hands as we're laying there, because we're pretty adamant about trying to hold on to that.
A few years ago, Danny, our buddy Woj mentioned to me, there's this big kid at Bristol Central. He's got a chance to be good. Well, now he's not a kid, he's a man, and he's the man in the middle for you. Donovan Clingan was unreal Saturday. How much has his development kind of speak to what you all are becoming as a team, the kind of leaps he's made this year?
He's one of the most impactful players in the country, a true MVP. When he's on the court, we're maybe the best offensive team in the country, maybe the best defensive team in the country. So he just changes everything when he's in there, and that's why he's going to be a really high draft pick when his career's over here.
I know this has gotten a lot of run. Coach Calhoun years ago was a pretty good soundbite. This is a real short one. This is you 4 years ago, but I want to play it for our audience here, and I want to ask you about it on the back end. This was after a loss to Nova 4 years ago. Here's what Coach Hurley had to say.
People better get us now. That's all. You better get us now, because it's coming.
I love that, because it wasn't theatrical. It wasn't bragging. It felt like a public service announcement. It felt like you knew something. You truly believed something. Specifically, Danny, what in that moment were you talking about? Because you were right.
A little bit of stubbornness. Jay had just kicked my ass for the second straight year, and I wanted to show obviously a sign of strength to our fan base. We were going from a kind of a broken program to a culture that was beginning to form, and I knew the talent was on the way. And once that talent landed on campus and mixed with our culture, and now we show up every night and we play more like a cult than we do like a team, because it's an incredibly connected group of like-minded people.
Love it. I want to close with this. I'm curious if this makes any sense to you. I've heard coaches say after they win a title, they feel like they're a better coach because it validates to them that their approach can lead to the result that everyone's after, right? And so the following year, I see you nodding your head, whether it's you yourself believing it or whether it's your team saying, look, trust this man or this woman, whoever that coach might be, because they know what they're saying. Have you experienced that? Have you felt moments where you feel better about who you are as a coach as a result of what you did last year?
Absolutely. You're definitely not battling that imposter syndrome that we all face.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, man, this is incredibly high level of competition. I'm coaching against, some of the greatest coaches and some shark-infested waters. And, like winning that championship, just I think it gives you, I think, a calmness, definitely a belief. And I think what we went through in January, man, just the way we did it, starting the year the way we did, having some adversity in January, and then running through that tournament, I think it's made us less fearful of losing too, which makes us really dangerous.
I really appreciate the time, man. Everybody's trying to figure out how to win 6 in a row come March when the bracket comes out. I don't know how many are on that list, but you're absolutely right there. You've won 14 in a row. A tough one with Creighton tomorrow. That's a great venue. I look forward to watching it, and I really appreciate you taking some time this evening.
Well, Scott, appreciate you, man. It's a pleasure to be on, brother.
All right, we'll do it again, I hope.
Let's do it.
When we continue.